So back on the hall stairs and landing, and things are starting to dry out now. Plaster is all pretty much dry, and the lime is probably another day off downstairs. Last night's purchase was some Supermat, which is a really flat matte emulsion, perfect for the ceilings and the cornice, and it's also a great one for going onto fresh plaster. So although the walls are already drying out fast, that's a great one to start with. Right, so last night, big fail. Did all my prep, went to decorate, and realised that the paint I'd picked up was magnolia, not white. So come back to drop it back now, pick up some white, and then once we've got that, this evening I'm going to make a start on the ceilings and mist coat all the walls. And my dad's coming over to give me a hand, and hopefully that'll mean that all we've got left to do with the main painting is just the walls when that paint hopefully arrives tomorrow. Got the white paint now, the correct paint, and this is the stuff. So because Supermat's a really thick paint, you obviously need to water it down for your mist coat, and I've been doing 50-50 on the fresh plaster. And even when you come to do your top coats, you can water it down, and it says 1 to 5, 1 part water to 5 paint, just so it's a little bit looser, because I'll show you in a minute that it comes out really thick when you open it up. I'm not one for measuring, but that's close enough for me. That's the water on top, so we'll give that a stir up now. Okay, all mixed up. I'm going to switch to the GoPro now because I'm bound to cover this camera in paint. Okay, I've sheeted up these stairs, and I'm going to start up in the top. So I'm going to start in this corner, do the ceiling first, and then we'll work back around and do all the walls. plan this morning before I go to work myself is to get an hour in to get these ceilings done. So when Dad came over last night, he gave me a hand getting the mist coat up just so we could speed things up a little bit, and because he wanted some dinner. And so we've got that up, really nice coverage, watered it down 50-50 in the end, and still it's given us a really nice flat finish, really breathable as well. So I'll give you a quick look at what we've done so far. I was quite surprised how much we got done because my dad is a serious perfectionist. He's an engineer, so everything has to be spot on, and if you saw his own renovation at his place, there's not one brush mark out of place. So fortunately our house is a bit more rustic and old, so we can get away with a few bits like that. But I'll give you a look now at the ceilings. So if you remember what these ceilings were like originally, that fresh skim over there has really smoothed things out. The whole lot feels solid as well. I've had 2 coats of matte paint now on this cornice, and hopefully one more will finish it off and give it a nice chalky finish. And then looking back down the hall, again this has had 1 top coat, so it just needs that final finish today. This line wall has dried out loads now, and that's why I've got the mist cutter on it already. There's a slight colour variation just where you can, it's probably a little bit more moisture in the wall on the lower half, but now we've got this good plaster and the breathable paints coming, it's going to carry on drying out. Tiny bit here of the gypsum skim on the internal wall, it's got to dry out. I just thought I'd leave that completely uncovered. By the end of today that'll be ready to go. But take a look over this side, it's really, really bright, really opened it out. Now it's painted. So I should probably go and grab a wider lens, but you can kind of see there it's really given us some extra width having that understairs bit open. And by the time we've got a nice table there and a big mirror on the wall, it's going to keep things really nice and open. So the debate last night was whether we paint the sloped part of this ceiling white or the same colour as the wall. And I think we're going to go colour. It's a very light colour anyway, so we'll keep that same colour under the stairs. Second flight of stairs we're going to go white on the sloped. Sorry about the audio changing on this camera. The microphone's out of battery, so I'm just on the inbuilt mic. But it's fairly quiet in here, so hopefully it's okay. So now we're on to ceilings. Last night I managed to get the first solid coat of white up on the ceilings. Almost looks finished now, but I'm going to give it 1 more coat to give it a really nice sort of flat, deep matte. And then that's it with the white paint. Put that to one side, and hopefully today the colour from Earthborn Paints is going to arrive, and we might even get the first coat of that up today.